Hello everyone, this is Nicklore4567 and welcome back to another FTB Nations episode. Alright, so I'm here at our assembly table, and today guys, we are going to be making some things from Quarry Plus. This is another mod that I have added to the pack. And yeah, so this thing adds a bunch of like just better buildcraft objects basically. So today we're going to be focusing on the enchant mover and the breaker plus. So I've gotten some stuff together for this. So for the enchant mover I think we need that, some of those, maybe, no, not any of those. We need this. No, we don't need that, but I'll just leave them in here. You know, I'm just going to throw everything I have prepared in here. Huh. The quarry plus is right there that I can select, but not the enchant mover. Okay, what am I missing? Oh, I never grabbed any lasers. Do I have those on autocraft? Yes, I do. That shouldn't take very long. Nope, it didn't. Alright, so let's take out this and the enchant mover. Okay, so we're gonna create one of these guys. Now you're gonna see that this is going to, it's gonna try to keep up. I have 3 tesseracts on this at the moment, but this is going very slowly. And so the way, I think this is what fixed it last time, was I just bumped this guy up. And then it went really fast, but I'm not sure if that's gonna work. Ooh, my FPS is not doing that well. Yeah, I'm not sure if that, yeah, I don't think this is doing much this time. It could be. I'll leave it. I mean, heck, I'll bump that up too. Really high. I don't really care. It's just power, I mean, right? Doesn't really, not a big deal for me. Alright, it seems like it was keeping up without this guy. I had like more, I added 2 more tesseracts onto this, because when we were making these diamond chipsets, it was not going that fast, but this is actually going pretty fast. We need 320,000, I think, of build MJ, so this is going pretty well. That's like, so this holds 50 million RF, so I think that's like 5 million RF. I mean, no, I think that this is holding 5 million MJ or 500,000 MJ. I'm not really sure the conversion thing to that. But yeah, we're gonna have to wait for that guy to go. And then for this breaker plus, we're gonna need this stuff that I have ready, but then we're also gonna need the quarry plus, which costs that stuff. So yeah, we basically have everything. I think I need to grab a half a stack of redstone, actually. So yeah, but I'll just I'm gonna get these guys lasered up, and then we're gonna our breaker plus and our enchant mover. Ooh la la, so fancy. So yeah, but I'll see you guys when all of this is done. Alright guys, so I have created the enchant mover and the breaker plus. So I set up something right here, just but let me take out the breaker plus first. I'll show you guys what that is in a second, but for right now, this enchant mover, right? So what you can do with this is you can take a pick. So we're gonna take this one, and all you do is just you take the breaker plus right here, and then you can move enchantments from the pick onto the breaker plus. So now this breaker plus has fortune. So that means when it breaks a block, it's going to fortune the block. So if we have it like that, and if we put in cobblestone here, you see it's breaking the block, and this is placing the block. Yeah, we do. This is placing the block. This is detecting that the block is being placed. This is sending a redstone signal to the breaker plus, and then it's basically just breaking the block. So yeah, this Mine Factory Reloaded thing places a block like once every second, I guess, or 20 ticks, which I think is a second. So yeah, it works pretty well, I would say. And yeah, so basically with this, what we're gonna do, it gets through the blocks not crazy fast, but fast enough. We're gonna take some of this Certus quartz ore we got from our magical crops thing. And yeah, and also if you place a chest, just grab one of these real quick. If a chest is next to it, it'll put the items that it breaks into the chest. So that's really cool, and it works like if you have a tesseract right next to it. What I think we're gonna do is just yeah, so when it breaks or that gives off experience, like redstone and diamonds, it gives off experience. So what I think we're going to do is have a vacuum hopper up here. We're going to export it into this tesseract. That'll be right here, and then we'll have the tesseract giving this energy, and we'll have the vacuum hopper sending items that this thing breaks into it. So basically this is really good for our magical crops thing because we're getting this Certus quartz essence, and if we craft that like this, we get Certus quartz ore, which we then can put into this block breaker and get Certus quartz from it. So yeah, it works pretty good. That's like that's one of the main reasons why we have this. I was just testing out some other things that we could do, but this is like the best one, I think. So yeah, let's clean up my inventory. These are picks I just enchanted with level 30 enchants, and to get to level 30, all I did was over here. I switched out the ice spikes for turtles, and so basically when mobs fall down here, they get killed by the turtles, which gives off experience that this vacuum hopper collects, and then you can just right click liquid XP to get levels. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And yeah, so we're gonna have to find a place to set this up at my base, and as you can see, it's fortuning the quartz, and it's giving us plenty of Certus quartz. Now another reason why this is going to be very helpful is because with Quarry Plus, if I just look that up, with Quarry Plus you can make this Quarry Plus that we made before. Hold on, where is it? Right here. A Quarry Plus, and basically what this does is you can put enchantments onto it using this enchant mover. So we're going to put Silk Touch, Efficiency, and Unbreaking, which is going to make it Silk Touch everything. It's going to make it work faster and use less energy than a normal quarry, and it's going to and it can do a 256 by 256 thing instead of just 64 by 64. So Quarry Plus is definitely something that we're gonna get into, but we don't really have any way of, we don't really, like, I don't really want to do all my quarrying in the overworld, because then we're just gonna mess up a lot of stuff, right? And also the Quarry Plus, you put a Pump Plus on top of it, and it like takes out the water, so that'll be useful for us to get rid of some of this liquid that we have. Yeah, it removes the liquids. So yeah, but what was I gonna say? So we're gonna need to set this guy up somewhere else in our base. We're just gonna find like a little area to do it, and it doesn't work that fast, but it works fast enough considering this area is chunk loaded. It doesn't really need to, it's not like we're making something constantly. So what I think we're gonna do is we're gonna set this guy up with a export bus onto the block placer saying to craft Certus quartz ore, move single item / craft. So yeah, so that should be pretty good. But I just need to move this setup, and then we'll be set to go. So I'm going to move this setup probably inside this central thing just so we don't really have to see it. And then we will look into something else. So I figured out what we're going to do for the rest of this episode. First we'll show you guys where I put it. I just put it down here. I had this vacuum hopper here with a XP thing. So, when ores like redstone and diamonds that drop, and coal, which drop XP, when they get broken, they actually drop that, so this will collect it, and that'll be useful when I'm doing some more pick enchantments for more stuff. So, yeah. But anyways, now that we got that little project out of the way, there is something else that I've been wanting to do for a while, and so we can actually head up to the roof for this. Let's sleep real quick, because I don't like going up there when it's nighttime. Even though I have night vision on, it's still just like not as nice. Don't get to see the clear blue sky. Wow, so wonderful. Anyways, let's head up here. And as you can see, I already set up kind of like a prototype for this. Just wanted to see how it would work. So, extra utilities adds these solar generators, right? And these things basically, I was looking at some other recipes. Oh, also I changed the colors on this thing. I don't really know if I like it. I was just like looking through this. I pressed L and this came up, and like you can change a bunch of different aspects about your armor thing. So you can change like here. So this is what it's at now. I could like change. If I was to change that, it would change like the entire color of the armor. So that's really cool. Oh, that looks nice. And like, ooh, let's do that. Yeah, let's do that. That looks cool. I just love blue. I don't know if you noticed that since like everything I built has blue in it. Yeah. And red. So now if we look at me, oh man, that's so snazzy. That looks so good. You can also do like a lot of customization. Like if I go here, you can see I can change like the back chest protection to white, and then it'll change only that piece of the armor. So eventually I'll make this suit look like amazing, but for now this is what we got. Anyways, let's see. So I have this up here. So these solar generators from extra utilities, they're not completely inexpensive, but for us it's not really a big deal. It does require a block of diamonds for just one, but that's because they are solar generators, so they produce RF from the sun. And yeah, so a way that I thought of automating this was using these just regular, oh, dang it, these regular Minecraft. Well, the reason that we can't just set these up here, let me explain first, in case you don't know why we can't just like put these up here and they'll start generating electricity and it's like, oh, great, yeah. Well, not electricity, RF, is because through a redstone signal, there's different modes on this. So if it does not have a redstone signal, then it can take in like the sun's energy, and it can like it can turn this, it can generate RF basically. And if the signal is on, then it can output RF. So it can't generate and output at the same time, which is kind of like, I don't like it, but I mean, it's a balancing thing, so whatever, we'll have to live with it. But so what was happening before? Anyways, the reason I have all these cables on here was it wasn't pulling. So what I have here, okay, God. Explain. So daylight sensor here, when it turns nighttime, this will turn off, and then it'll turn on that torch, and then this will be able to output power, because right now it's gaining power, so it can't even generate power during night, I don't think. So that's why I have it like that. But before I added all these extra energy conduits, it wasn't able to pull out fast enough so that it would be empty by the time that the next day rolled around. So this is just to kind of speed it up a little bit, but this is probably overkill. So anyways, what I'm gonna do is I have 20 more of these solar generators. I'm gonna do 10 this way. No, come back to me. I'm gonna do, oh man, that's gonna bug me. Oh man. Okay, so they store their energy and stuff when they are picked up, by the way. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna lay these out like this. So I'll just do this first couple for you on camera, and then I'll go off camera and just finish it up. But I thought this would be a cool little thing, like generate some free RF, and eventually we can tear it down, because I have some plans to generate like a ton of this stuff, but that'll have to wait. Okay, so I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, the reason I'm like spacing them out like this, just because I like want to make sure that I can pull the power out fast enough and won't really have any problems. So we have one more this way, and then that's good. So that looks pretty cool. Yeah, so then we can just kind of drag this along here too. But yeah, I want to make sure these, because these conduits can only transfer 1000 RF a tick, so I want to make sure that they're strong enough to, like they're not strong enough just with one, so I'm going to try a couple here and see how this works. Yeah, but this gets the power drained pretty quickly. And then I think, let's just do it along the top, I guess. That probably makes the most sense, right? So just drag it along here. And then that should probably be enough. I'm just going to assume that that's enough. I'm not positive, but it should be. And then here. You know what? This will be our testing subject. We'll see how that works out. But anyways, let's get a nice block, not just cobblestone. Let's just use abyssal block. So typical, I know. But yeah, let's just run this down here. All the way. And yeah, so let me show you this real quick. So this is generating power right now. It's at like, if you look at the top there, it's at like 66,000 RF or so. So when I place down this torch and you see it's gaining, it's at like 70,000. Place down this torch right here, it stops gaining energy. So if you look here, it says time remaining until transmission starts. Okay, so this is the time remaining. And then when that reaches 0, this is starting to drain power. So if I deactivate the redstone signal, it starts gaining power. So pretty simple, but yeah, so that seemed to drain the power pretty quickly when I had that in there, so this should be enough. Again, a little overkill, but whatever. What's Minecraft without? What's Feed the Beast at least without a little bit of overkill? So let's lay these down. Yeah. Again, I'm going to do the other side off camera. I just want to show you guys the whole setup thing, in case it wasn't clear enough. I mean, it is pretty basic, but some people like this kind of stuff. I don't know. This episode's kind of weird, jumping around a little bit, but I want to start to get a lot of stuff done during these episodes because I feel like sometimes I just don't do enough stuff. I don't know, that might seem crazy if you think I do a lot of stuff, but yeah. And then we can don't tell me oh, never mind. That torch was just in the wrong place. I thought I just laid all these out. Oh, also, so you see how I'm kind of like, my frames are dropping? If I go into video settings and I just change the render distance like this, it goes back up to like 60 frames per second. It's kind of crazy for me because I don't have that great of a computer. But yeah. There we go. Yeah, I don't know why that happens. Like just unloading the chunks and reloading them seems to smooth out my game. Kind of weird. But yeah. So this is good. This is pretty much set up. So I think this looks pretty cool. Now what we might be able to do is kind of no, actually, no, we won't be able to do that. But yeah, I just thought I'd set this up, and then it's all going to this one central energy cell. I might need to let's see, can I actually... Let's try to craft one of those. I don't know if that's going to work out for us, but hopefully it will. And we should replace that with a resonant energy cell so that can intake and export more power than just this one, because I'm pretty sure this is going to be producing a lot of energy, a lot of RF. So yeah, but that's basically the gist of what I wanted to do with these solar panels. It looks pretty cool, I think. And yeah, oh, look at it. It did actually appear on the map. It's not that bad. Looks pretty cool. Might have to do them like this way and then like mirror it on this side if I really wanted to go overkill. And then that would look pretty good. But yeah, I'm going to do another row right here and then I'll be back. Alright, so I have completed this row, and it did not take long at all, but I think it's pretty nice. Right now it's nighttime, so this is, oh dang, a little bit lag. This resonant energy cell is gaining energy at a pretty steady rate, and let's make sure it can output. Yeah, this is outputting fast. It has been night for long. If we look at the moon, right there, it's still rising, and yeah, let's look at like this main one right here. So this is like the main guy. This is completely full. So yeah, it's not. It might just barely make it. Oh wait, was that even the one? No, this is the one. But yeah, I think that was the one. Anyways, it might just barely make it. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, this is just connected into our main cable line that runs throughout our entire base. So yeah, we'll see. It's just a little bit extra power either way. It's not really like gonna hurt us. I like doing projects like this where it's like you don't really lose anything, but then you can gain stuff. I'm gonna let this just drain out here. Yeah, I think it'll eventually drain maybe. Right now this thing is just outputting probably a ton of power. 3000 RF, we probably bump that up to 5000. Yeah, that's good. And then during the day, it'll be all good. So yeah, this is just a little bit extra power. Like I said like 5 billion times. Alright, so let's jump down here. And something else I wanted to kind of do quickly with you guys is just get into some of the extra cell stuff. As you can see, I didn't mention this before, but I upgraded and I got a bunch of 64K drives in all 3 of these things. And then down here I got a bunch of 64K fluid storage drives, which are added by extra cells. And these allow you to store fluids within your ME system. AE, ME system, whatever. And then so I want to start storing our mob essence in here. So let's go here and just, we're going to need a fluid import bus to import it into our system. And yeah, the mod creator of this was like, did a great job with how he just implemented all of this. It works so well with AE. It's like amazing. And something else we're going to need is a fluid terminal. I already put all this in there. I think this is the thing, so that we can view our liquids and like our fluids and like pull them out and put them into the system. Does that have everything it needs? Okay, yeah. Alright, so that should be finished up shortly. Yeah, I ran an ender quarry in the nether. I don't know if I mentioned that before, but yeah, that worked out pretty well. Is this a cover? Yeah, that is, so I probably can't remove that. That looks like a good place. Just plop it right there. And yeah, now we have a fluid terminal. So if we come down here, and I want to store like lava and mob essence and maybe liquid XP in this system, it's just going to be a lot easier than using these ginormous tanks right here. So we're going to have to remove you. I don't think you're doing anything right now though. So yeah, and then we can get all this redstone cable back too. And then after this exports into the system, then I'll just hook it up so that the mob essence just goes directly into our system. It doesn't, and then I'll rip down this tank, and then we can probably use it for something else maybe. But yeah, let's just hook this up really quick. I know I'm probably running low on time. I don't want to make this last too long. See, I could just craft. It feels so good just be able to craft a stack of this and not worry about the Certus quartz after that machine was running. Man, the only thing I need to worry about now is glass. Just like the bottleneck of this whole thing, probably. So, yeah, I think that goes like there. Yeah, sure. And so we can just run this. Yeah, okay, so anyways, I can hook that up and then I kind of want to show you guys it in action actually. So yeah, let me just give me a second to remove all this wire and set this up completely. Oh, little block over there. And set this up completely, and then I'll be back with you shortly. Alright guys, so now I am importing this into the system, and we can look at this, and then it's only, we can change this amount like we can do with AE, set it moves a bucket at a time. I think that's like the highest it can go. But if you look at this, it is lowering super quick, and so that should be emptied in no time, and then we can pop, oh wait, a little bit more. We can pop up here. And if we look in our fluid terminal, we should see, man, I took the long way. We should see that, yes, mob essence. That is so nice to see. And now instead of like, because before when we would get filled up on mob essence, it would just like be wasting all the mob essence that we were getting. Now it should just store it like infinitely, but a problem that we're having right now with this thing, which is why it's not spawning mobs, is I have those arcane lamps everywhere, lighting things up. Like if we take off our night vision, it's pretty dark, but if you look in here, there's so much light. And so I don't really know where that's coming from, but it's stopping the mobs from spawning. But yeah, this is up here, this second level. Sorry if it's hard to see. This second level right here is really well lit up. Like, I did a good job with that, and I think that's the combination of having the glowstone in the floor and having these arcane lamps everywhere, because they light up a large area. So yeah, I'm just trying to make my like base friendly to those who do not have night vision on all the time, as I do. So yeah, I think that should be good. But yeah, we are just importing a bunch of fluid, and now you're gonna open? Okay. And now we should be able to come up here, and this is the, yeah, we should be able to take this and pretty easily just pop up here. Oh man, what is lagging the server? Is that fluid stuff that's lagging the server? Hopefully it's not. But we can come up here and just slide behind this wall, and oh man, something is lagging the server, definitely. So slide behind that wall, go in here and get a fluid interface. Very simple. Yeah, it has a lot of the same stuff that this mod has a lot of the same stuff that the regular Applied Energistics has. So that's good. This is probably gonna take a little bit to craft, but let's get this down. This is the this is receiving fluid, right? Yeah, this is the one that we want. Fluid receive only. So if we pop this, where's a good place? Oh, this. Do not try to wrench that. I just crashed the game like a bunch of times trying to do that. I'm actually kind of scared of that. You know what? You should probably just pop it right here. And then hopefully that fluid interface. Oh man. No. Oh no. I didn't mean to do all that. Hopefully that fluid interface. Okay, that finished. And we can just put that right here. And this should send the mob juice into here, and then it'll be all good, and then we can set up this other tesseract right here. We can set this up right here, actually. And then we'll just need another fluid import bus. No, we're gonna need an export bus for this one. That should craft quickly, yep. Goes there, and oh, another cool thing about this interface. Let's grab a bucket real quick. Where are you at, buckets? Oh, we don't have any in the system. It's kind of weird. Maybe I put them somewhere else. This one I had like a bunch. Anyways, let's go in here. We can click on this fluid and then put a bucket in here. Pops out right there. So now we can go over here and set this to be that highest frequency or highest mode, and then we're all good. And we can also put buckets into there by putting them into here, I believe. Yep, it's pretty cool. Right now we have 1 kilo bucket of essence, which is pretty amazing. Okay, anyways, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this episode. It was kind of like a bunch of stuff, but I know some of you like that, so whatever. I like it. Anyways, hopefully you enjoyed this episode. Like I said before, God. My name is Nick Lore from F67, and I will catch you around. Goodbye.